Hello and welcome to game 4. Allies heavy game here. Broker, importer, student, wizards. And you know what's inside the wizards? The Lich. We are Lich boys. We are Lich for life. There's a new card here. Sook from Hinterlands. I think I do make it big in a couple of seconds here. There you go. There's Sook. Gives you a buy. Gives you plus 7 coin. Wow. How generous of you. Wait, what? I have to minus a coin per card in my hand? Okay. Little bit of skill needed here. What's this below the line? When you gain this, trash up to 2 cards from your hand. Okay, costs 5. Interesting card. It trashes. It could be a heap of money if you plan your turn properly. So we'll see. We'll see how this card pans out. Trashing 2 cards from your hand is not bad. Is not bad trashing. I mean, I would consider buying this just for trashing. It's my first game with it, so we'll see what happens. Anyways, for the rest of the kingdom, there isn't that much draw. There is Way of the Horse, and you could gain many cards with Inventor, so potentially you could just gain Patricia and send them back as horses, regain them, and use that as draw. Broker could draw as well, and there's our boy. There's our boy at the bottom of this wizard pile, the Lich. That could draw too. So you could do something here. I mean, I don't know what to do. League of Bankers comes into play, so this is not actually a 4-3 opening, it's a 5-4 opening, which I am all for. Make the game go faster. There isn't a great 5 to buy though. I'm not buying Sook to trash one estate. That doesn't make sense to me. Like Sook early, you play it, you have 4 cards in your hand. Okay, is a terminal goal, that's good actually, but I didn't want it. I wanted the Inventor. I wanted to try to build something where you gain cheap actions with the Inventor and then play them for horse for draw and then regain the actions. You know, some nonsense like this. So we go for the Inventor straight away there. You could have considered Broker to trash estates as well, but we have other plans for trashing the estates. Yeah, students. You know, we have this strange addiction to these hard to obtain cards like Ghost and Lich, and cards that they're not always good. But you know, whatever. Just let me live a little bit, you know? That's all I'm asking. Alright, so Personman has their choice. Now, they could think about the souk, the trash, an estate. Again, it's not the worst thing in the world. You could always just send back the souk as well, right? You don't have to play it as a terminal goal. So they do take the trash in straight away, which is fine, which is probably good even. You trash an estate before you reshuffle. You basically exchange the estate for a gold. That's not the worst thing to do. And it has plus buy on it as well. So I get our broker to trash the estates. No student yet. Don't worry, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. You know we have to make Lich work, right? We have to try. And this is our league game. This is the first league game, I think, with Lich. I can't remember. Alright, so they get Inventor and Sook. I trash away an estate here to get some favors of the broker. Why favors? Why not coins? Because League of Bankers is on the board. If I get enough favors, you can just buy provinces at will. It'll take quite some time to get up there, but you know, broker will come through for us eventually. And we buy another. Oh, buy the student finally. Yeah, so the student is to trash the estates, right? The broker doesn't gain any favors from trashing copper. So we want the student to trash the estates, the copper, broker to trash the estates. Okay. Conclave for Personman makes sense. I didn't really catch why they were doing that, but later you'll see why. I thought, okay, it's just silver, it's fine. But there's some depth to that play. Broker for them. Here's an Inventor for me. I gain a Conclave as well. I would like this silver, I think. 3. This could be an importer, but I have too many terminals, I think, so I opt for Snowy Village instead. They get another Sook to trash 1 card. I'm not a fan of trashing just 1 card with the Sook. I want to get to a point where I could trash more than 1 card. The 2 cards with the Sook, which is why I'm doing the whole broker thing to get the favors, you know? Because I get coins and play without playing cards from my hand if I get enough favors. Then the Sook becomes a more attractive target for me. Anyways, another Conclave for me. Here's where I realize what the Conclave can do. Drop your hand size, and then they get a bunch of money from the Sook. They only lose 3 coins. So that Sook was +4 and a buy. It's almost as good as our Platinum, and it has plus buy on it. Look at this, 10 and 2 buys on turn 5. That's incredible. Wow. They go for another Conclave and an Inventor of their own here. I go for Snowy on the Conclave, rotate the pile across to the Conjurer. I may want a Conjurer at some point, but I think Conjurer is outclassed by Inventor. I gain a second Inventor here and another Conclave and a Patrician. So now you see the plus buy from the Snowy coming into play. I could send back an Inventor. I could just send back a Patrician with a horse if I need to, you know? That's completely fine. Because I could always regain them. Find back my Snowy, Inventor brings down the cost. And we gain heaps of actions, and we have this horse engine where it's a kind of dynamic situation. You have, you know, gain from the pile, send back to the pile, regain from the pile, all on the same turn. Alright, so more conclaves for Personman. They're going after their Sook strategy here. I send back the Broker because that hand was garbage. Like, I needed to send something back to make this turn worth something, to gain something reasonable out of the turn. So I am able to trash a copper, gain a conclave, and I gain a sorcerer here. That is going to put in some work for me. This sorcerer is going to put in work. They have to know what's on top of their deck, otherwise they'll get a curse. So I'm fairly confident that'll land every time I play it. Plus is another target for the conclave. Okay, so conclave on Broker for them. They just trash a copper. They haven't gained any favors, right? I've gone up to 9 favors now, so I get 2 extra coin in my buy phase because of the Liga Bankers. Send back this Patrician, send back the Conclave, draw until the end of the deck here. So I regain the Conclave that I sent back. I play this student again. We rotate over to Lich, and we finally get up to Sook to trash 2 cards from the hand here. So that's great. Personman doesn't have a student, right? And I'm happy to deny them that for some time. Just leave the Lich up. Alright, and student also nets you favors as well, right? So student will chip up the favors as well. That's why I also felt comfortable returning the Broker there. Alright, Conclave on Inventor for Personman. They gain a 3rd Inventor. There's a Sook. Sook for 5 and plus buy. Better than Platinum. Look at that. Look at that. Sook better than Platinum here. Thanks to the Conclave drop in the hand size. Excellent. Excellent use of Sook here. Plus the cost reduction from the Inventor. That is working wonders. That is working wonders. The gold and Conclave for them. I didn't like the gold. I thought there was too much value in the actions. Just as a horse even. Just get the horse. You could buy the Lich and use it as a horse. Don't let the Lich scare you, you know? Use the Lich. Channel the Lich. Okay, so Conclave and Sorcerer, they actually go into the tank here and figure out what's on top of their deck. They guess right is 50-50. We take the last Conclave. We get up to 5, and we could get a Lich. We could get the Lich. Is it time for the Lich? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Alright. Everybody just keep calm. Just keep calm, okay? We'll see. We'll see what I'm doing with the Lich. Okay, so this is our brick of our turn here, but they trash 2 coppers and get another Sook. So I think they have 3 Sooks. I only have the 1. I am interested in gaining more Sooks, of course. I get full value from this Sook, though, thanks to the student also cutting the hand size because it goes back on top of the deck. And the Conclaves. So, achievement unlocked, full Sook. We get up to 14 and 2 buys, which is, that's kind of nutty, though, that just 3 cards can give you 14 and 2 buys. I could start greening here if I want. Province Fairgrounds. But we're not going to do that. We're going to take our province, yes, but we're not going to take the Fairgrounds. We're going to take a second Lich. I believe this is the time for the second Lich. Is it? Is either that or an inventor. Right. So now why the idea here is the province is to give me a points advantage and the second Lich is to maybe try to help me end the game. It sounds crazy, but I think I could do it. I'm not using the Lich for the trash for benefit thing. I'm using the Lich for draw, because draw is strained on this board. And this horse thing that we talked about at the beginning of the game didn't really come together for me. Lich draws 6 cards and gives you 2 actions. That's a lot of cards and a lot of actions. And here's our Personman dropping the inventor pile even further. Even further. So they get up to 14. Double Sook in play here. They go for a broker. They could go for a province of their own here. They could go for liches. They have the option. The lich is there. They could gain double lich, patrician, something like that. Broker, patrician, province is their play. So they level me on points, right? They level me on points. So now I have to think about what to do here with this inventor. I go for a broker. Why am I going for the broker? Because, right, depending on the hand that I draw, because I don't have control over that, I could either use the broker to trash the Lich to draw cards, and then I still have the Lich in the deck, or I could just send back the broker as a horse, or I could use the broker to gain more favors if I need more money. I don't think I need more money. I have 12 favors here, which is 3 coin at the start of my turn, and inventors bring down the cost, so I think I'm good for money combined with that and the conclaves. So I probably won't use it for money or for favors to gain money. I play the student, trash the estate here. I don't want this student on top of the deck. I rotate the liches away from Personman because I don't want them to gain liches now. The lich seems far too valuable, and I do not play this snowy village to trigger the shuffle to keep an inventor and the snowy village out of my deck. So I stop here, gain my 3 coin, plus 2 from the conclave gets me up to 5, and I have to decide what to buy now. It could be either a conclave, not conclave, it could be either an inventor or a souk. Either way, it's an extra gain. I go for the inventor. I only have 2, that is my 3rd inventor. Alright. So Personman connects conclave and broker. We'll see if any souks come out for them. Conclave souk, is that the last card in your hand? It isn't. It isn't. So they gain another gold. And here we go for it. We go for the end game. There are only 3 inventors left. And I think I could make something happen with the inventors and the souk pile. I have 3 inventors. They would gain each other. I could draw them back up, play them, and then I have some plus buy from the souks that I would gain from from those 3 inventors that I gained. So I didn't calculate it all the way through, but maybe I am going for it here. I have the lich in hand. You know, it's kind of the game saying, go for it, buddy, go for it. So we'll see. The key thing, and I told myself this at the beginning of this turn, do not send back any conclaves. You're targeting a 3 pile. 3 piles are conclave, inventor, souk. Do not send back any conclaves into the supply. Okay? So you could send back other things. You could even send back inventors if you like, or sorcerers or students. Do not send back the conclave. Good. So let's start. Let's begin. And I think this begins, well, you could start with sorcerer here. That's probably better, you know? If you find another lich on top of the deck, that gives you more confidence to go off it, because the second lich could be at the bottom. You don't know. If you see 2 liches in your hand, then you're more encouraged to go for it here. Okay, so this sorcerer comes out. I guess they have a 1 in 3 chance here. Can they get it right? They don't. They get cursed here, which is important because they are currently 1 point ahead of me. So that curse is important. May be important. I don't really think it is important, because if I do fire off everything, I would have played 6 inventors, so then I could buy a province trivially. So I mean, psychologically it's nice to land the curse, but practically I don't think it's important that the curse goes into the deck here. This is more just to see what the top of my deck has. So now I play the student for horse. Again, just looking to see where the lich is, and I don't need the student anymore. I don't find the lich. I do find all my inventors though. And we go for it. We go for it. We say, all right, look, we're probably going to find the other lich. So let's go for it. Conclave on lich is the first play here. So we do find the second lich, which is very good news. Now I have options. So here we go. Conclave, inventor, gain inventor. Remember, this is part of the plan. We are going after the inventors and the souks to empty it out. All right, so we can gain all the inventors here if we like. Yeah, there goes that. So we have exactly 6 cards left. 3 in deck, 3 in the discard. Conclave. I can play the souk now if I like. Again, the money isn't that important. Like, I don't care when I play the souk, I just have to play it at some point. So I draw with the lich instead. If I wanted more value out of the souk, I could have gone conclave souk there, then lich. I mean, that's fine. I just want the buy, right? I don't care. So now we have the whole deck in hand, right? Now we're going after the souk pile. Let's go. So one inventor against souk. I should trash the copper here, but again, it's the last turn, so I don't think that matters. The broker goes back, draws me into a souk. I do play the souk now of the conclave, right? And this is kinda not optimal, but I think I had to do it there. I didn't have any more action, so I go conclave on Snowy Village to gain the actions. I don't get the draw from it though. But the extra actions do allow me to play more souks. So I go gain 1 souk, gain 2 souk. Again, still keeping the copper around for no good reason really. And then I play the last souk here, and I think, wait, am I a buy short? Am I a buy short? But I'm dumb because I'm obviously not a buy short. It says 4 buys and 11 coins, so I just buy triple souk and province and win the game, right? Simple enough, right? Nope, because I'm dumb. And absent-mindedly, I send back a conclave. I cannot pile out now. And the points are tied, so I can't even take a tie because I'm first player. I sent back the conclave. Just absent-mindedly click the conclave, send it back to the supply, and I was distraught. I was absolutely distraught with that. And I asked Personman for an undo here. So we need to talk about this as well here, right? So let's jump ahead so we can see the chat here, because I was thinking about whether or not I should ask for the undo, because I felt kind of bad I made a mistake, you know. So all right, I ask for the undo. They type a response. Let's look at the response. Here's the response. So given that you drew cards and also the fact that I need 6-0 to promote, I am not inclined to grant the undo. Now, here's my refutation. I did draw cards, but I knew what was inside there, and they probably knew what was inside there too. I drew 2 cards, there were 2 souks. All I've been doing was gaining souks. So to me, that's not new information. And if I was in their position, I would have granted it, because not only is it not only is it no new information, it was the end of the game. You know, it was a calculation to finish the game off. It's not like I was getting another turn out of this. Like, I had 2 liches played anyway. And then, okay, the second part was even worse for me. You need a 6-0, so that's why you don't want to grant it as well? No. It doesn't matter if you need a 6-0, if you're relegating or promoting. You either grant it or not. So that shouldn't influence your decision at all. So that part upset me more than the part where he talked about, or they talked about, drawing cards. Anyways, it is what it is. You draw your own conclusions. So I say, yeah, look, I knew the last 2 cards were souk. you probably knew the last two cards were Sook today, but I say, all right, if that's how you want to play, I can't do anything. At the end of the day, I made the mistake, right? And I need my opponent to agree to an undo to fix that. So this doesn't come out as a win for me, but this comes out definitely as a successful Lich game for me. We use the Lich, double Lich, draw, pile out the game on Inventors and Sook. So Lich for life. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.